Wake up. The dawn is breaking, shattering the darkness with blades of light. And today is not just another day, it's a war cry, a pulse, a moment to rise and claim what's yours. You feel it, don't you? That fire inside, that restless energy, that voice whispering you were made for more. This is your call to fight for your future, to stand tall and refuse to settle. Every day is a choice, and right now you're choosing to envision your victory. Not a fleeting wish, not a distant hope. A vision so bold, so vivid, it carves a path through the chaos of life. This is where your journey begins, where dreams catch fire, where you become unstoppable. Are you ready? Let's seize this moment and soar. Imagine standing on a mountain peak, wind roaring, the world stretching endless below you. That's your victory. Not a place, but a feeling, a truth, a future you've built with your own hands. It's the moment you step into the life you've always wanted, where your heart beats with purpose, where every struggle was worth it. Maybe it's the rush of creating something new, a business, a project, a legacy that echoes beyond you. Maybe it's the quiet strength of freedom, no chains of debt, no shadows of doubt, just you, whole and alive. Maybe it's connection, love that holds you steady, laughter that fills your days. Whatever it is, it's yours to see, to claim, to fight for. But here's the truth. Your future doesn't come knocking. It doesn't wait for someday. It demands you see it now with eyes wide open and choose it with every breath you take. Why does this matter? Because without a vision, you're a ship lost at sea, tossed by waves, drifting nowhere. Life's a storm, bills crash, fears thunder, distractions howl like wind. Every day you're bombarded, screens flashing, voices shouting, time slipping through your fingers. It's easy to lose your way, to let the grind blur your dreams, to settle for good enough. But good enough is a cage, and you weren't born to be caged. You were born to fly, to build, to become. Envisioning your victory is your compass, your lighthouse, your battle flag. It's you saying, "This is my destination, and nothing, not fear, not failure, not chaos, will steal it from me." Close your eyes for a moment. Don't just read this, feel it. Picture your victory, not as a far-off dream, but as if it's happening now. See yourself standing in that future. Where are you? Is it a room buzzing with energy, your ideas sparking change? Is it a quiet space, your mind at peace, your loved ones near? Hear the sounds, the hum of success, the warmth of voices cheering you on. Feel the weight lift, stress fading, confidence rising, purpose anchoring you. That's not fantasy, that's your birthright. That's the future you're fighting for. But to get there, you must choose to see it every single day with a clarity that cuts through the noise like a blade. Because when you see your victory, you don't just want it, you become it. This isn't just talk, it's wired into you. Your mind is a powerhouse, built to chase what you focus on. Science proves it. A 2023 study from Harvard showed that visualizing clear, specific goals, like imagining the exact steps to your win, makes you 40% more likely to achieve them. Why? Because your brain doesn't mess around. When you paint a vivid picture of your future, it starts wiring itself to make it real, spotting paths where others see walls. Another study from UCLA in 2021 found that visualization floods your system with dopamine, that electric rush that screams, "Keep going." Picture your victory, your hands signing that deal, your feet crossing that finish line, your heart free, and your brain lights up like a city at night, fueling you to fight. Even better, a 2024 study from Stanford showed that pairing vision with planning, seeing the goal and mapping the steps, boosts success rates by half. That's your mind saying, "I'm all in, let's do this." But let's not pretend it's a straight shot. Life's a beast, and it loves to test you. You wake up to alarms, not applause, deadlines piling, emails screaming, doubts clawing at your mind. The world's a circus, throwing glitter and traps to pull you off course. Social media dangles perfect lives, filtered, fake, but oh so tempting. Your inbox buzzes, your wallet's thin, and somewhere in there you're supposed to dream. Then there's the inner fight, fear, that shadow that whispers, "You're not enough, it's too big, you'll fall." It's there when you hesitate, when you scroll instead of act, when you let later become your mantra. But here's the secret. Fear's a liar. It's loud, but it's weak. Your vision is stronger, brighter, truer if you choose it. Every day you're at a crossroads. Drift with the noise or fight with your dream. Which road are you taking? This choice isn't a one-time deal, it's a daily vow. Your victory isn't a sticker you slap on and forget. It's a flame you stoke, a star you follow, a promise you renew. Life's a thief sneaking in to blur your focus. One day you're on fire, ready to conquer. The next you're tired, bruised, wondering if it's worth it. That's not failure, that's the fight. That's when you dig deeper, when you choose to see your future even through the fog. Because the moment you stop seeing it, you start losing it. The moment you stop choosing it, you start settling. And settling, that's not your story. You're here to rise, to build, to become the hero of your own epic. So how do you make this real? Let's get practical, because this isn't about hype. It's about action, about turning your vision into reality. Tomorrow morning, before the world sinks its claws in, take 15 minutes. Find a space. Your bed, your balcony, the corner of a coffee shop. Grab something to write with, a journal, a scrap of paper, your phone's notes app. Write your victory in blazing detail. In 1 year, or in 5 years, Don't hold back. Let your heart spill. Where are you standing? What's around you? If it's success, see the tools in your hands, the pride in your chest. If it's peace, feel the calm, hear the quiet. Paint it, colors, sounds, smells. Then map 3 steps to start. 1 call to make, 1 skill to learn, 1 habit to break. Fold that paper, keep it close, your pocket, your desk, your mirror. Read it every morning, let it sink into your bones. Let it guide your day like a captain steering through a storm. But don't stop there, speak it. Words have power, like sparks igniting dry wood. Say your victory out loud, even if it's just to the mirror. I'm building a life of purpose. I'm breaking free. I'm unstoppable. Feel the words vibrate, feel them anchor you. A 2023 study from Oxford showed that verbalizing goals boosts commitment by 30%. Your voice tells your brain, this is real. Share it with someone you trust. Not to brag, but to make it solid, like signing a pact. And then act. Because a vision without movement is a mirage. Pick one step today, send that email, take that walk, read that page. A 2024 study from Yale found that small daily actions tied to a goal build momentum faster than big, rare leaps. That's you stacking bricks, building your future one choice at a time. This isn't just about reaching a goal, it's about who you become. Envisioning your victory rewires you, reshapes you, reveals you. Every day you choose it, you're stronger, sharper, bolder. You're not just chasing a dream, you're forging a warrior, a creator, a force, and it's not just for you. Your victory is a beacon, lighting the way for others. When you fight for your future, you show the world what's possible. You inspire someone watching, a friend, a child, a stranger, to fight for theirs. Your choice ripples, shifts the air, changes the game. A 2022 study from the University of Chicago found that people who pursue meaningful goals inspire others to do the same, creating a chain of courage. That's you, not just winning, but uplifting, not just rising, but leading. But let's face the shadows, because they're real. Some days your vision feels like a joke. You wake up to a leaking roof, a screaming inbox, a heart heavy with yesterday's mistakes. Maybe you're staring at a bank account that laughs at your dreams, or a body that's tired before you start. Maybe it's deeper, wounds from years ago telling you you're not worthy. Those days the fight's hardest, but it's also where you shine. Choosing your victory in the dark proves you're made of iron. It's you saying, I see my future, even through tears. It's you standing, even when you're shaking. That's not weakness, that's power. That's the fight that defines you. Because here's the truth, your future is alive, waiting for you to claim it. It's not locked behind if only or when I'm ready. It's here now in the choices you make. Every day you're writing your story. Will it be one of drift, of almost, of could have been? Or will it be a saga of fire, of fight, of victory? Envisioning your victory is your first strike, your boldest move, your loudest roar. It's you declaring, this is my path, my purpose, my life. It's you refusing to let fear win, refusing to let time slip, refusing to let your dreams fade. So stand up, right now. Feel the ground beneath you, the air in your lungs, the pulse of your heart. This is your moment to see your victory, to fight for your future with every ounce of soul you've got. Picture it, bright, fierce, yours. Write it, speak it, chase it like it's oxygen. The world's waiting, watching, wondering what you'll do. Your future's calling, thundering your name across the skies. It's not a question of if, it's a challenge of now. What are you waiting for? Rise, fight, win. Your victory's alive, burning bright in your mind. A future so vivid it's pulling you forward like a magnet through the dark. Now hold it tight, because the fight's just beginning. That vision you've claimed, that bold, blazing dream of who you're becoming, it's yours. But the path to it is no velvet road. It's a forge, a storm, a crucible where you're shaped into steel. Welcome to the heart of your fight, where you choose to fight for your future by building resilience. This isn't about dodging life's blows. It's about taking them, feeling them, and rising stronger, fiercer every single time. Every day is a choice, and today you're choosing to stand unyielding, to bend but never break, to forge a soul that no force can shatter. This is your moment to become unstoppable. Let's dive into the fire. Resilience is your armor, your heartbeat, your refusal to let the world write your ending. It's not a gift dropped in your lap. It's a fortress you build stone by stone, choice by choice, in the face of chaos. You've seen your victory, a life of purpose, freedom, impact. But getting there means walking through flames. Life's a relentless opponent, throwing jabs when you least expect it. One moment, it's a setback that stings, a door slammed, a chance lost, a plan crumbling. The next, it's a weight that presses, doubt creeping, exhaustion clawing, days blurring into survival. Resilience is you standing in that arena, bloodied but unbowed, choosing to say, I'm still here. It's not about never falling. It's about rising every time, eyes locked on your future, heart roaring, this is my fight. Picture yourself on a jagged cliff, wind howling, waves crashing below. Your victory's up there, glowing like a beacon, but the climb is brutal. Rocks slip, storms rage, your grip falters. Resilience isn't sprinting to the top untouched. It's clawing forward, scraping your knees, refusing to slide back. It's you gripping that next hold when your arms scream, pushing through the gale when your lungs burn, trusting the light even when clouds hide it. Every day, life tests you, not to break you, but to shape you. Will you crumble under the weight? Or will you rise stronger, sharper, ready for more? That's the choice, the fire, the fight that defines your future. Why is this everything? Because your vision, that radiant future you've claimed, isn't a free pass. It's a promise you earn through grit. Life's no fairy tale. It's a proving ground. The world doesn't pave your way. It stacks boulders, deadlines that choke, distractions that swarm, voices that sneer you're not enough. Your phone buzzes like a hornet's nest, flashing lives that look shinier, easier, better. Your energy leaks, traffic jams, late bills, sleepless nights, and somewhere in there you're supposed to keep your dream alive. That's where resilience steps in. It's your anchor in the storm, your spark in the dark, your vow to keep moving no matter what. It's you saying, "My future's worth every scar, every stumble, every stand." Feel this in your bones. Resilience is your birthright. It's not about being ironclad. Nobody's untouchable. It's about feeling the hit. Oh, it hurts, it burns, and choosing to rise anyway. It's about falling because you will, and deciding the ground's not your home. Science lights this up like a flare. A 2023 study from Stanford showed that seeing setbacks as growth rewires your brain, building neural paths for grit. When you treat a no as a lesson, not a dead end, your mind sharpens, pivots, fights smarter. A 2022 study from the University of Pennsylvania found that resilient people zero in on what they control. Effort, mindset, next moves, not what they don't. Result, less chaos, more clarity, a life that bends like bamboo but never snaps. And here's a gem. A 2024 study from Berkeley proved that daily acts of perseverance, like tackling one tough task, stack mental toughness over time, like forging armor piece by piece. That's your brain sculpting resilience with every choice. But let's rip off the filter. Building resilience is raw, real, relentless. The world's a grinder, chewing your time, your hope, your fire. You wake to alarms, not anthems, emails piling, responsibilities crushing, dreams feeling like a weight you can't lift. Then there's the battle within, doubt, that shadow that hisses, "You're failing, quit now." It strikes when you miss a mark, when you're too drained to try, when you scroll through lives that seem to mock your hustle. Fear's right behind, snarling, "What if you fall? What if it's all for nothing?" Those moments when the air's thick and your heart's heavy are where resilience lives or dies. Every day you're at the line, fold or fight, shrink or soar. What's your choice? This isn't a one-off war, it's a daily rebellion. Resilience isn't a badge you pin on, it's a flame you stoke, a muscle you train, a stand you take when the sun cracks the sky. Some days you're a titan, charging, unbreakable. Others you're crawling, bruised, wondering if you've got anything left. That's not failure, that's the crucible. That's where you're forged, where you discover you're tougher than the toughest storms. Because life's not about avoiding the hit, it's about what you do when it lands. Do you stay down, letting the world carve your path? Or do you rise, fists high, eyes fierce, shouting, "This is my future and I'm taking it"? That's resilience, and it's yours, every dawn, every breath. Imagine sprinting through a desert, sand stinging, sun blazing, your throat dry as bone. Your victory's ahead, a shimmering oasis, your future, your truth. But the ground shifts, the heat presses, your legs beg to stop. Resilience is you, running anyway, stumbling but never staying down, trusting the goal even when mirages taunt you. It's not about speed, it's about heart. It's not about ease, it's about endurance. Every day you choose to keep going, to keep climbing, even when the sand burns. even when the horizon blurs. Because that oasis, it's not a dream, it's your destiny, if you're fierce enough to fight for it. So how do you forge this? Let's get down to it, because this isn't about hype. It's about transformation, about turning your struggle into strength. Tomorrow, when the world's still hushed, take 10 minutes. Find a raw space, your couch, your doorstep, the edge of your bed. Grab a pen, a torn envelope, anything, and write one thing that's hitting you hard. Maybe it's a missed chance, a tight deadline, a fear gnawing your gut. Face it, no hiding. Then write one move you can make, not a miracle, just a step. Redraft that plan. Walk for 15 minutes, breathe slow for a count of 10. Tuck that note somewhere close, your wallet, your desk, your heart. That's your war cry, your proof you're in the fight. Don't stop there, act on it. Resilience grows in motion, not wishes. Pick one challenge today, something you've ducked because it bites. Send that email, lift that weight, face that mirror. A 2024 study from Yale showed that tackling small hurdles daily, like 5-minute tasks you dread, builds grit faster than waiting for grand victories. That's you piling strength, proving you're bigger than your biggest battles, and speak it. Say it loud, even if it's just to the dawn. I'm tougher than this. I'm made for this. A 2023 study from Oxford found that voicing your resolve, like affirming your power, lifts mental stamina by 25%. Your words are a spark. Ignite them and keep fueling that fire. Resilience thrives on care, rest, reflection, tiny wins. End your day with one question: what did I push through today? Maybe you got up after a rough morning, worked through stress, tried again after a miss. Jot it down, claim it. A 2022 study from the University of Chicago showed that logging small triumphs builds confidence, like collecting embers for your soul. That's you growing fiercer, not because you're fearless, but because you're faithful to your vision, to your fight, to the future you're carving. This isn't just about getting by. It's about rising high. Building resilience doesn't just carry you through. It transforms you. Every day you choose it, you're not just surviving. You're sculpting a warrior, a dreamer, a force no gale can topple. And it's not just for you. Your grit, your stand, your refusal to break. It's a torch, lighting the way for others. When you fight through the dark, you show someone else it's possible. When you rise, you lift the world with you. A 2023 study from Berkeley found that resilient souls spark perseverance in their circles. Friends, family, passers-by. That's you, not just forging your future, but fueling a firestorm of courage. But let's not flinch from the truth. Some days resilience feels like a ghost. You wake to a world that's cold. News blaring, money mocking, bones aching before you move. Maybe it's heavier. A scar from years ago whispering you don't deserve this fight. Maybe it's just quiet, the kind that makes you question it all. Those days, the battle's fiercest, but it's where you burn brightest. Choosing resilience when you're shattered is your glory. It's you murmuring, "I'm not done," even when your voice cracks. It's you stepping forward even when your feet tremble. That's not defeat, that's defiance. That's the fight that writes your legend. Because here's the core, your future's not a handout, it's a conquest. It's not waiting for when it's easier. It's now in the sweat and the stand. Every day you're crafting your epic. Will it be one of surrender, of almost, of echoes? Or will it be a symphony of grit, of guts, of glory? Building resilience is your oath to keep fighting, to keep rising, to keep claiming what's yours. It's you roaring, no blows too heavy, no falls too far, no dreams too wild. So stand up right now. Feel the pulse in your veins, the storm at your back, the fire in your chest. This is your moment to build resilience, to fight for your future with every shred of soul you've got. Take the hit, stand again, scream louder. The world's waiting, watching, wondering if you'll crack. Show them you're unshatterable. Your future's out there, bold and blazing. Not a hope, but a challenge. What are you waiting for? Fight, rise, conquer. You're unbreakable now, forged in the fire of resilience, rising from every fall with a heart that roars and a spirit that won't bend. But the fight's not over, it's intensifying. That future you've envisioned, that victory you've held through storms, it's closer, burning brighter. Yet the path demands more. It demands you fight for your future by embracing sacrifice. This isn't about what you gain today. It's about what you give up for tomorrow. Trading the easy for the epic, the fleeting for the forever. Every day is a choice. And today you're choosing to let go, to pay the price, to carve your destiny with the sharp edge of surrender. This is your moment to trade comfort for conquest. Let's step into the crucible. Sacrifice is your blade, your offering, your proof that your future's worth more than the moment. It's not a loss. It's a gain disguised in grit. A choice to release what holds you back for what lifts you higher. You've seen your victory, a life blazing with purpose, unshackled freedom, unshakable impact, and you've built resilience to push through the chaos. But now the climb steepens, the cost rises. Sacrifice is the weight you drop to soar, letting go of the soft, the safe, the small to grasp the bold, the wild, the true. It's skipping the instant thrill for the lasting triumph, choosing the sweat over the sofa, the grind over the glow. Your future's not cheap, it's priceless, and you pay for it with every no that builds your yes. Imagine standing at a crossroads, dusk falling, shadows stretching long. One path is smooth, paved with comfort, lit with ease, whispering, "Stay here, rest, enjoy." It's tempting, the warm hum of routine, the soft pull of now. The other path. It's rough, steep, shadowed, demanding you leave behind what weighs you down. Sacrifice is you turning from the glow, stepping onto the stones, choosing the climb because your victory waits at the peak. It's not about what feels good today, it's about what stands tall tomorrow. Every day, life offers you this fork: coast or conquer, settle or sacrifice. Which path do you take? Why does this burn so bright? Because your future, that radiant dream you're chasing, isn't built on handouts. It's forged in trade-offs. You've got resilience, that steel spine to rise again. But sacrifice is the fuel that powers the ascent. The world's a siren singing songs of instant gratification. Buy now, binge now, live for now. Screens flash deals, feeds flaunt fun, voices urge you to grab the quick fix. Your days are full, tasks stacking, hours shrinking, energy fading, and somewhere in there, you're supposed to reach for more. That's where sacrifice strikes. It's your rebellion against the easy, your stake in the eternal, your vow to say, my future's worth more than this fleeting rush. Feel this truth ignite you. Sacrifice is your strength. It's not about deprivation, it's about decision, about choosing what matters over what distracts. It's not punishment, it's power, the kind that shapes warriors, not wanderers. Science lights the way. A 2023 study from Princeton showed that delaying gratification, like skipping short-term pleasures for long-term goals, speeds up success by rewiring your focus. When you say no to the trivial, your brain locks onto the vital like a hawk on prey. A 2022 study from NYU found that intentional sacrifices, cutting habits that don't serve you, boost purpose and slash regret, fueling a life that's lean, sharp, aimed. And a 2024 study from Columbia proved that small daily trade-offs, like trading an hour of scrolling for an hour of effort, build discipline like stacking stones into a tower. That's your will, carving your future with every choice. But let's tear the veil off. Embracing sacrifice is a beast of a fight. The world's a carnival, dangling shiny toys, late-night shows, endless feeds, that extra drink calling your name. You wake to a life that's loud, demands barking, clocks ticking, comfort, crooning. Stay here, it's fine. Then there's the tug inside, cravings for ease, whispers of you deserve it, the pull to just coast, doubts in the mix, hissing, why bother, this is too hard. It hits when you're tempted, when you're tired, when the cost feels like a mountain. Sacrifice stares you down. Will you cling to the soft or release it for the strong? Every day you're choosing, now or forever, ease or epic. What's your stand? This isn't a single surrender, it's a daily dare. Sacrifice isn't a one-time cut, it's a rhythm you dance, a price you pay, a choice you renew with every sunrise. Some days it's light, you skip the small stuff, feel the lift, stride toward your dream. Others it's heavy, you let go of what you love, feel the ache, wonder if it's worth it. That's not weakness, that's the edge. That's where you sharpen, where you prove your future's not a whim. It's a war you're winning. Because life's not about what you keep. It's about what you release to rise. Do you hold the anchor sinking in shallow waters? Or do you drop it, sailing for the horizon? That's sacrifice, and it's yours. Every dawn, every dusk. Imagine racing across a bridge, flames licking below, your victory gleaming on the far side. The bridge groans, cracks, too much weight, and it collapses. Sacrifice is you tossing what's extra, the baggage, the fluff, the fears into the fire, lightening your load to cross. It's not about speed, it's about survival. It's not about comfort, it's about courage. Every day you choose to shed what slows you, to burn what binds you even when it stings, even when it scars. Because that shore, it's not a fantasy, it's your fate, if you're bold enough to pay the price. So how do you wield this? Let's get raw, because this isn't about hype. It's about heart, about turning your trade-offs into triumphs. Tomorrow morning, when the day's still fresh, take 10 minutes. Find a real spot, your desk, your doorstep, the quiet of your car. Grab a pen, a napkin, anything, and write one thing you're holding that doesn't serve your future. Maybe it's an hour lost to screens, a habit that numbs, a yes that should be no. Call it out. No excuses. Then write one swap you'll make. Not a leap, just a shift. Trade that hour for a skill, that habit for a step, that yes for a boundary. Pocket that note, your beg, your coat, your will. That's your pact, your proof you're paying for your prize. Don't stop there, live it. Sacrifice thrives in action, not intent. Pick one thing today, something you love but know slows you. Skip that binge, pass that splurge, cut that call that drains. A 2024 study from Yale showed that small daily sacrifices, like swapping 15 minutes of fluff for 15 minutes of focus, build discipline faster than rare big cuts. That's you shedding weight, gaining wings, proving your future's worth it. And say it. Whisper it to the wind if you must. I'm letting this go for something greater. A 2023 study from Oxford found that voicing your sacrifice, like naming your trade, lifts resolve by 20%. Your words are a torch. Light them and keep stoking that flame. Sacrifice needs balance, rest to recover, clarity to choose, wins to remind you why. End your day with one question. What did I give up for my future today? Maybe you skipped the easy road, said no to the pull, chose effort over escape. Scribble it down, own it. A 2022 study from the University of Chicago showed that tracking sacrifices builds purpose, like laying tracks for your soul. That's you growing leaner, not because you're less, but because you're more, honed for the fight, aimed for the stars. This isn't just about reaching, it's about becoming. Embracing sacrifice doesn't just push you forward, it carves you into someone greater. Every day you choose it, you're not just climbing, you're crafting a titan, a visionary, a force no price can deter. And it's not just yours. Your sacrifice, your release, your relentless choice. It's a signal blazing through the haze for others. When you let go to rise, you show the world what's possible. When you pay the cost, you pave the way. A 2023 study from Berkeley found that sacrifice inspires your circle, your kin, your kind, lifting them to trade small for big too. That's you, not just forging your future, but fueling a wildfire of will. But let's not dodge the dark. Some days sacrifice feels like a blade. You wake to a world that tempts. Ads flashing, friends flexing, comfort curling around you like smoke. Maybe it's heavier. A joy you love, a crutch you lean on, a piece you're scared to lose. Maybe it's just weariness, the kind that makes letting go feel like bleeding. Those days, the fight's fiercest, but it's where you glow. Choosing sacrifice when it cuts is your crown. It's you muttering, "This is for my future," even when it stings. It's you stepping lighter even when it aches. That's not loss, that's legacy. That's the fight that marks your soul. Because here's the core, your future's not a gift, it's a trophy. It's not waiting for when I can afford it. It's now in the release and the rise. Every day you're etching your tale. Will it be one of clinging, of if only, of dust? Or will it be a hymn of heart, of hustle, of honor? Embracing sacrifice is your pledge to keep fighting, to keep climbing, to keep claiming what's yours. It's you thundering. No costs too high, no cuts too deep, no dreams too far. So stand up right now. Feel the load you'll drop, the wings you'll grow, the fire you'll wield. This is your moment to embrace sacrifice, to fight for your future with every ounce of spirit you've got. Let it go, lift it up, chase it hard. The world's watching, waiting, wondering what you'll trade. Show them you're trading small for ski. Your future's out there, fierce and calling. Not a wish, but a war. What are you waiting for? Sacrifice, fight, triumph. You've paid the price, shed the weight of sacrifice, stripped away the small to seize the sky. And now the horizon's wide, trembling with the power of what you're building. That future you fought for, envisioned with fire, forged with resilience, earned through sacrifice. It's not just yours anymore. It's a beacon, a mark, a gift to the world. This is your final stand, where you choose to fight for your future by leaving a legacy. Not a fleeting win, not a selfish grab, a trail of light that outlasts you, that lifts others, that echoes through time. Every day is a choice, and today you're choosing to live bigger, to give more, to etch your name in the fabric of forever. This is your moment to rise beyond yourself. Let's light up the universe. Legacy isn't a trophy on a shelf. It's a flame you pass, a seed you plant, a wave that rolls beyond your shore. You've seen your victory, held it through storms, paid its cost with sweat and soul. Now it's time to turn that fight outward, to make it mean more than your own climb. Legacy is the choice to live so your fire doesn't fade when you do. It's the strength you share, the hope you spark, the change you ignite. It's not about fame or gold, it's about impact, about a world better, because you fought, because you chose. Your future's not just a destination, it's a declaration. I was here, and I made it count. Imagine standing on a cliff at dawn, the sea crashing below, the sky blazing with first light. Your victory's in your hands, a life of purpose, unshackled and bold. But beyond you, the horizon hums with possibility. Legacy is you turning from your wind to the waves, casting a stone that ripples far beyond your sight. It's not about what you take, it's about what you leave. Every day, life hands you a pen. Write a story that ends with you or one that begins with others. Will you clutch your prize or will you plant it deep, letting it grow roots that reach further than your eyes can see? That's the choice, the fight, the legacy you're building. Why does this pulse with power? Because your future, that hard-won dream, isn't the finish line, it's the starting gun. You've envisioned it, risen for it, sacrificed for it, and now it's time to make it eternal. The world's a blur, days racing, noise roaring, everyone chasing their own shadows. Screens flash moments that vanish, voices chase likes that dissolve, time slips like sand through fists. Your fight could stop at you, solid, safe, done. But legacy, that's the rebellion against the fade, the refusal to let your fire flicker out. It's you saying, my future's not just mine, it's theirs too, and I'll fight to make it last. Feel this surge through you. Legacy is your call. It's not about scale, it's about soul, about choosing to live so your echo rings true. It's not a burden, it's a gift, the kind that turns fighters into founders, dreamers into doers. Science shines a spotlight here. A 2023 study from Oxford showed that pursuing meaningful impact, like lifting others, slashes anxiety and fuels fulfillment, wiring your brain for purpose. When you fight for more than yourself, your mind lifts, your heart steadies. A 2022 study from Berkeley found that acts of generosity, sharing time, effort, light, create a happiness loop, sparking joy in you and beyond. And a 2004 study from MIT revealed that small, intentional choices for others, like giving one moment daily, build a sense of eternity, like painting on a canvas that never fades. That's your spirit, crafting a legacy with every step. But let's peel back the gloss. Leaving a legacy is a fierce, fearless fight. The world's a vacuum, sucking you inward. Chase your win, hoard your gains, live for the now. You wake to a grind, tasks clawing, clocks racing, self screaming to protect what's yours. Then there's the pull inside, comfort cooing, keep it small, doubt snarling, you're not big enough to matter. It strikes when you're stretched thin, when you're tempted to shrink, when the effort feels like shouting into wind. Legacy demands you push past. Will you live for the mirror or for the map that guides others? Every day you're choosing, me or more, now or forever. What's your mark? This isn't a one-time gift, it's a daily giving. Legacy isn't a monument you drop and walk away from. It's a river you feed, a choice you renew with every breath. Some days it's easy. You share a spark, feel the glow, see the ripple. Others it's hard. You give when you're empty, stretch when you're torn, wonder if it lands. That's not failure, that's the forge. That's where you shine, where you prove your fight's not just for you. It's for them, for tomorrow, for always. Because life's not about what you hold. It's about what you hand over. Do you grip the flame burning alone? Or do you pass it, lighting the dark? That's legacy, and it's yours. Every sunrise, every star. Imagine running through a forest at dusk, torch in hand, shadows dancing wild. Your victory's ahead, a clearing, your truth. But the path winds beyond, into lives you'll never see. Legacy is you pausing to light a branch, leaving a trail of fire for those behind. It's not about speed, it's about spread. It's not about keeping, it's about kindling. Every day you choose to carry that torch, to share its heat, even when your arms ache, even when the night presses, because that light, it's not just yours, it's theirs if you're brave enough to give it. So how do you craft this? Let's get real, because this isn't about hype, it's about heart, about turning your fight into a foundation. Tomorrow morning, when the world's still waking, take 10 minutes. Find a true space, your window, your porch, the hush of your room. Grab a pen, a scrap, anything, and write one way you'll leave a mark today. Maybe it's a word that lifts, a hand that helps, a stand that inspires. Keep it simple, no grand gestures, just real intent. Then write one act to make it happen. Not a leap, just a lift. Share that tip, lend that ear, plant that seed. Slip that note somewhere sacred. Your pocket, your book, your soul. That's your vow, your proof you're building beyond. Don't stop there, do it. Legacy lives in motion, not plans. Pick one moment today, something small, something true, to give more than you take. Offer that smile, teach that trick, leave that note. A 2024 study from Yale showed that daily acts of impact, like 5-minute gifts of time, build purpose faster than rare big moves. That's you, sowing light, growing roots, proving your fight's eternal. And say it. Speak it to the air if you must. I'm leaving more than I found. A 2023 study from Oxford found that voicing your intent, like naming your legacy, boosts commitment by 20%. Your voice is a bell. Ring it and keep feeding that flow. Legacy thrives on renewal, rest to recharge, reflection to aim, moments to see it spread. End your day with one question. What did I give to tomorrow today? Maybe you sparked a hope, eased a load, stood for what's right. Jot it down, claim it. A 2022 study from the University of Chicago showed that tracking acts of giving builds meaning. like weaving threads into a tapestry. That's you growing greater, not because you take, but because you give, crafted for the long haul, aimed for the infinite. This isn't just about winning, it's about transcending. Leaving a legacy doesn't just seal your fight, it sends it soaring. Every day you choose it, you're not just standing, you're planting a flag, a dream, a dawn no night can dim, and it's not just yours. Your legacy, your gift, your relentless reach, it's a star guiding those who follow. When you fight for more than you shift the earth beneath them. When you leave a mark, you light their way. A 2023 study from Berkeley found that legacy builders inspire your kin, your kind, your world, spurring them to rise too. That's you, not just claiming your future, but creating a constellation of courage. But let's face the silence. Some days legacy feels distant. You wake to a world that's small, noise drowning, needs pressing, your fight feeling like it's just for you. Maybe it's deeper, a doubt that your spark matters, a fear it'll fade. Maybe it's just fatigue, the kind that makes giving feel like draining. Those days the fight's purest, but it's where you blaze. Choosing legacy when you're low is your crown. It's you breathing, this is for them. Even when you're spent, it's you giving even when you're stretched. That's not small, that's seismic. That's the fight that echoes through ages. Because here's the truth, your future's not a solo song, it's a chorus. It's not waiting for when I've made it. It's now in the giving and the growing. Every day you're weaving your tale. Will it be one of keeping, of mine, of mist? Or will it be a hymn of heart, of hope, of heritage? Leaving a legacy is your oath to keep fighting, to keep giving, to keep reaching beyond. It's you thundering, no life's too short, no light's too dim, no dreams too vast. So stand up right now. Feel the earth you'll shift, the lives you'll touch, the fire you'll leave. This is your moment to leave a legacy, to fight for your future with every shred of soul you've got. Give it up, lift it high, make it last. The world's watching, waiting, wondering what you'll leave. Show them it's everything. Your future's out there, vast and eternal. Not a whisper, but a roar. What are you waiting for? Fight, give, endure.